Hey guys, we're just waiting on a load of fertilizer from the co-op, and then we're gonna get fertilizing and tilling. So we got a semi of urea coming, and first they're gonna fill up our spreader, then they'll fill up the back half of our semi, and that way we can refill ourselves and not have to run to the co-op every time to get fertilizer. So we're just getting situated. Today is currently Friday. It's gonna get up to about 60, 65 degrees. And we're hoping on Monday, depending on if we get rain or not or how much we get, I think we're gonna be planting on Monday. We're nervous and we're excited since both the tractor and the planter are new to us. And we don't know how it's gonna go.
That side, and then I'll clean this side.
50,000 pounds of the good stuff. After we get this truck empty, I'm gonna head back, grease the pivot on the four-wheel drive, and just check oil, make sure everything's ready to go. And then Dad and I are each gonna take off different fields. I'll be tilling some corn stalks and then maybe some millet ground that we got fertilized recently. And he'll be spreading urea on some ground that we're gonna plant to corn. We tried fitting it all in the back. Just a few hundred pounds couldn't fit. Now we're gonna have to move the truck. Looks like we got some Whiffle seed coming down the road.
Were we in one last night?
Yeah, I think this one is on the bottom. It's backwards.
You were wrong.
I was. Oh my God. I'm glad that brings you joy.
Yep.
Yesterday when we tried this conveyor, it would not go, it was slipping. And so Dad and I were putting pipe wrenches on these and we finally got it going. Well, then we were like, well, that didn't work good, so let's try our conveyor. And it took off and it just sounded rough. And there was a gear in here that was just eating up this metal. And it was all gunked up, and yeah, it's a good thing we tried that stuff yesterday because we're kind of in a pinch today, aren't we, Dad? We're trying to get stuff done. Okay.
I'm looking to see what the density is of it. Like that movie, Back to the Future. Lorraine, you are my density.
This thing's got like 2/3 of a tank of fuel, and so we should be good. We got our cigarettes. Oh wait, that's a nutty bar. Bottle of water. New tillage equipment, here we go. He's gonna get stuck. I'm gonna need sunglasses. I'll just keep her on the road. Not too much traffic here anyway. I'm gonna do some tillage.
Bye, have fun.
Thanks. Hi. Shout out to my ex-girlfriend. She bought me these sunglasses like 6 years ago. Appreciate it. Should we play chicken? It's flinging some dirt. It's kind of rough out here. I'm gonna hop out, see how it's doing. Tearing up some dirt. Yeah, that ain't bad. It's a little wet, but it's not. It's a little wet, little clumpy. Hold on tight. Pretty bumpy in through here, but I am going about 10 mile an hour kitty corner across corn stalks, so I guess it's kind of obvious it was going to be bumpy. Asked Dad how it was going over on that field that he's fertilizing. He said it's a little wet and that we probably went too early on there, but rather be too early than too late, huh? Oh my gosh. Bro, you need me to call someone? The 50 or so acres of corn stalks are done, and we just started on the sorghum that we cut for silage, and there's only about 42 acres here, and a lot of drowned out spots. Big one there, big one along there, and one over there. How's that going?
It's better than last year, and it's still muddy.
Yeah. Dad picked me up, and we're just gonna get a bite to eat. It's only 2 o'clock, so plenty of daylight.
Are we having noon lunch, or are we having evening supper right now?
Yes. Back to tillage. Well, it looks like we got that done. Half done anyway. Still got to do the millet part, but that's still too wet, and so we're gonna hop over to a field just about a half mile that way, and we'll see if it's ready to go. Let's go boating. There's field work to do. It ain't terrible, but I am slipping quite a bit. But look, I don't know. I think it's more of a wet spot over in this area. Caught a tumbleweed in the hitch there. Now I'm just seeding down the whole field with that kochia. Them weeds, they're shifty. So this is the field that we have a big ditch going through, and it flows through a few different farmers' fields. At some point I will have to cross that, and that might be a little hairy. Well, I got good news and bad news. The good news is Copperhead Road is on. The bad news is there's a really wet spot right there. South half done, besides the end rows, and so we're gonna have to cross this water. Not excited, or I'm very excited. It'll be fun. That was more difficult than I thought it was going to be. And I cut the flow, so that sucks.
Yeah, Luke Combs coming on, and he did a little cover of a Garth Brooks song. Oh, you'll have to listen.
All right. Oh, I don't think I've stood up for 2 hours. The time has come. Done with the north part, and it was wet. Dad's not going to be happy about that. I'm going to cross. That was where I crossed the first time. That looks a little nicer. So I'm going to go that way. Well, that second place was a lot better. I'm just gonna finish this up quick and head home, probably fuel it, and Dad might be home about the time when I get there. Towards the end of that field, it started beeping at me that the tank was low. Yeah, that's a 350 gallon tank. Good thing fuel is cheap, huh? Dad's finishing up a field. There's just a little bit left in the semi, and there is a little bit in the front there too. Hopefully we can finish that field before tonight, because it might rain tonight. We're getting there. Good place to stop. Dad's headed home right now, and we're gonna empty this semi, put the rest of it in the spreader. He's gonna finish up that field, and we should be done for the day then. Yep. Well, it's the end of the day. The sun's down. We covered a lot of acres. You probably did like 250.
I did 320.
Okay, 320 of corn ground, and I did probably 160 of tillage.
Hey, Bushlight, you want to be my sponsor?
Oh my gosh, I doubt it.
Oh, maybe.
Maybe. So thanks for watching today. See you next time. You get hot today and go swimming in a mud hole? Nice.